We're live.
Uh, Mirandese language.
The Mirandese language.
The Mirandese language.
The Mirandese
The
Not to be
Mirandese
language?
confused
nuts.
with Mirandolese.
Mirandalese?
The
Ooh.
Mirandese falcon.
It's an Australianese language or variety that is sparsely spoken in a small area of northeastern Portugal.
Oh,
Interesting.
All right.
fascinating.
Okay. So, last we left off, it has been a while. I need to try and remember exactly what happened. Well, you had obviously before you had you had gotten the public on your side about this new transport plan. You have the backing of a government official named Phelan, who who said he would contact you in case he needs you in another meeting with if the case the plan meets resistance to take over the transportation industry of Custer.
Hmm.
And afterwards, you were tailed by someone, but you managed to catch your tail. And he turned out to be working for O'Malley. He was hired to tail you by O'Malley and figure out a few things about you. And you managed to pay him off to convince him to go back to O'Malley, give O'Malley bogus information, and in turn also come back to you and give you information about O'Malley.
Forgot how fucking convoluted we were getting. I had,
Yeah.
to, I had to spend money somehow.
And after that, you found yourself invited to a upper class restaurant to talk to a mysterious person who revealed himself to be a representative of be acting as a representative of sorts of a few people in the transportation industry who wanted to offer you a bribe to just pack up and leave town. You turned it down, and he revealed himself that he was a kind of a go-between guy between various influential, powerful people in Custer, and that he personally sees the way the wind is blowing, and kind of believes in your plan, and also informed you that outside the restaurant when you left, there would be two people from another group that had taken interest in you, the Bright Circle.
Right circle, eh?
And
Yes.
after talking it over, you decided you'd actually would go and talk to them, and that's where we left off. You exited the restaurant, and two people were waving you over.
Jesus Christ, that elf is moving slow. It feels like months has passed. Lydia limping over. Oh, I had too much dinner. Oh.
I am stuffed with meat.
Oh yes, you did take out. That's true.
Yeah. The guy's name was Elliot Norris.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I don't think I have. Oh no, there's Fallen.
All right.
Had the Dungeon Meshi anime even come out when we had previously?
No.
When I came up with the name Phelan, no, I had no idea.
No, it hadn't. I don't think we.
So
What's the last time we played?
in between this session and the last, there's been the anime elf renaissance.
Yeah. Well, no. Last we played, Dunmeshi and Frieren were airing.
Oh.
But I came up with Phelan before last session. So
anyway, Lydian, you know what to do. You have to bring back elf rights.
So I slowly kind of waddle over to the two members of the Bright Circle.
Yeah. And they say, so Elliot told you we'd be waiting for you then?
And here I am.
Very good, very good. Well, if you're willing to come with us and talk to someone very important, I think there might be something very advantageous in store for you.
Lydia nods. Someone important. Why, that's fine. I love talking to someone on my level. Show me the way.
Oh,
Ooh, nice.
well,
That's what you want to say before meeting a mob boss.
go ahead and follow.
Yeah,
And
I'm
yeah,
surely not tempting fate.
they lead you, sort of, still going through, uptown, it's the fancy areas, and they lead you towards a uh fancy looking like greenhouse.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
And
But does it sound fancy?
No.
Does it smell fancy?
it smells very fancy, definitely.
Nice.
Just to double check, we are all
before we enter in there, I must ask: is energy the only thing that your people seem to be into?
Your people. Jesus Christ.
Your people is in the organization. The fuck?
Oh, well, we're all about energy, of course, but we're about a multitude of things. But everything comes back to energy at the end of the day. What would you do without it?
That makes sense, but I'm glad to see that you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. Wise move.
We're not just about energy, we're also about magical energy.
We're not just about energy, we're about the other stuff, but when you get down to it, we're really about energy.
Wow, you see, we're really down for the energy.
What species are these two guys?
They're both, I'd say they're both human.
Okay.
And yeah, they open the door for you and tell you to just walk on in, follow, you know, you'll know where to go.
Okay.
We'll know where to go. And it's just like visual signs saying go here, and Sherry is immediately lost.
There's just big braille sign on the wall, boss's room, and then an arrow.
Yeah.
But how is he gonna know that he had to touch the wall to read it?
Yeah, this house isn't like well designed for the blind. But yeah, Lydian nods to the two of them.
Sherry instantly walks into a wall made of glass, shattering it, shattering the entire greenhouse as glass rains down on everyone inside, dealing D10 damage to everyone here.
Some of the
Nico's
glass shards
fucking
fall in her
dead.
pocket, setting off the gun in there.
Nico's fucking dead.
Yeah,
One of those glass
pointed at Nico.
No, I was gonna say one of those glass shards are big enough to just cut Nico in half, considering how small Nico is. Oh no.
Yeah, you enter the greenhouse. There's quite a few plants obviously around. Some people are tending to them. Someone sees you and nods at you and immediately sort of parts, like he's tending to like a hedge, and he sort of parts it in the middle.
You're gonna need to part that a bit wider.
Yeah, he scooches a little further.
Yeah.
Leads you, and yeah, when you walk through, you're in a sort of secluded sort of hall, where some people are hanging out, and at the end of the hall is a table and a few couches where sits a glowing uh blue plant man.
Why, nice to meet you, I must say. You're positively glowing.
He's a regular plat man to me.
Yeah. He smirks and says, "That's not the first time I've heard that one. Why don't you have a seat, you three?"
Lydian sits.
So you're Lydian Minther, I presume.
You presume correctly.
Well, my name is Bright, and I run an organization that's taken a very keen interest in what you've been bandying about in public.
I understand that you're not all too happy with the current infrastructure.
Oh, no, no. Old power lines, they're being run bone dry. And we need we need an influx of new life in this city. And that's why I'm so glad that you showed up. You see, you've attracted the ire of a lot of old guards around here that don't want you to shake things up. And they've got friends, and their friends have friends. And they're gathering up their resources and their allies, so to say. And they're
Who
going to make some moves against you. I'd like to offer an ace up your own sleeve.
Lydian leans forward. Well, I'd be mighty happy to have that.
Very, very good. You know, it is so sad when people can't see the way of things going forward. When they try and stand in the front of a oncoming tram that is time. But
Oh, that's clever. This guy's smart.
He speaks in metaphors.
This
He
is
can
a
use
sharp
similes.
plant.
but I do think that with my resources and my people, we could give them pause for thought, and maybe they'll reconsider their own. Well, maybe they'll reconsider their ways.
Well, that sounds grand, but
Now, of course. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, no, I think we were about to arrive at the same point because Lydian, yeah, but you're not going to do this for free.
Of course, the terms. You see, we have our own. I'm not going to lie to you and pretend that we don't have our own agendas, our own goals to reach.
We're
That's
both.
why I'm going to lay out my request very simply and very plainly. When you are able to push this through and get this power installed, I'd like a pass over the map of new power lines.
That
And I'd
can
like to pencil in a few suggestions for it.
that can be arranged. I feel this is something that we can, if needs come to it, we can sell pretty easily. That's if it becomes public, of course, which there's no reason it has to.
No reason. There'd just be some specific stops that would need to be made. And perhaps at those stops at the less populated areas, that serve people that aren't part of the majority, well, wouldn't be as many and there wouldn't need to be so much guard presence either.
Then might I bat something back to you in this agreement?
Hmm.
The populated lines, the lines where the everyday innocent person treads just trying to go about their lives. If I supply you with that energy, I want you to make sure that your energies are focused where I allow it.
And what bounds would you like to place on us?
Well, we can see that we can see to that when we're penciling things in, when we're agreeing on the lay of the land, when we have those maps. But I'm just trying to make sure that you're getting what you want and I'm getting what I want. What I want is a power system, a tram system that's running well, that's making the people happy, that's getting them to and fro. And you know what? You would be my people too, and they'd be getting what they need. We're addicted to power in our own ways.
So true, so true.
Wow. I also I kind of love that, like, talking to, like, a heroin dealer or something who uses heroin. Like, we all have our own heroines if you think about it, really. That's way thoroughly.
He seems pretty content with his addiction, so you know.
Yeah. So did Scarface.
He's he's getting high off my supply, like not his own. Look, you know in this business, in your business, that a lot of eyes going your way. That ain't good for business. I'm kind of the opposite. I need eyes on me. They're going to be looking closely, and if they see our link, that could go badly. So, if you want the power, you're going to have to get it on my terms as much as anything else. And I will make them agreeable. I will make sure that you're well sorted for the assistance in keeping the other industry types off my back. But you gotta understand that once it swings the other way, you're gonna have to be a bit quieter, a bit more careful.
Oh, believe me, we don't intend to cause too much chaos here. At least, not here.
Not
Not in
here.
Custer.
Well,
Can I discern realities?
Sure.
Yeah, let me just. God, it's been so long. Let me see if I have moves. Okay, yeah. I'm just seeing info. I know people.
I actually do have a move I would like to do as well, if I may. Just
Do you
to
wanna-
set
I've
a
been ta- I've
humble
been
discern
talk-
realities.
I've been talking a lot. Do you want to do yours first? Because I've just had an uninterrupted string of doing stuff.
Sure. Mind if I
Go ahead.
DR? Wow, look at that.
Bang. Back in.
Bang.
You're
Back
discerning
in.
realities. Oh my gosh.
Back of the
So
neck.
that's three. So I'm gonna use my fancy last move on Cherry, my level 10 move. When you discern realities, if you discern realities about a location, which in this case here, you may ask one of these questions instead of from the normal list. I'm gonna go with, how could I be accepted by the people here?
How could you be accepted by the people here?
Yeah. I need the mobsters to think I'm cool and not cringe.
Do the mobsters
Well,
think
let's
I'm
see.
cringe?
We're all
Yep.
cringe here.
So what could you do to be accepted here?
Yeah.
Well, really it's just to be, I suppose, to just the people here, the people in this organization, the Bright Circle, they definitely have a predilection towards there is a genuine idealistic bent towards free and flowing energy for all.
Mm-hmm.
And so agreeing with them on certain key points, especially about energy being available to flow into those who want it, and the needs and the no, that's basically it. Just agreeing. Just
Yeah.
just
Just
being on
throughout
their
this thing,
side.
when Bright talking, Cherry is occasionally going, "So true, so
Yeah.
true."
So true, so real.
Okay. Go with just to check. Who here betrays lies by the tremors in their voice?
Uh,
Anyone sound shaky here?
Nope.
Cool. Uh, what here is useful or valuable to me?
Hmm. What here is useful or valuable to you? You can hear Bright fiddling it's sort of not fiddling, but sort of playing with a crystal, sort of in his like how you would pass a coin between your fingers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's fiddling it with like that, and the crystal seems to have like a spark in it.
Wow. Gotcha. Cool. Thank you.
Now, Lydian, what about you?
So, I forgot a move I had. Backup plan. When you meet with someone on business, you may ask the GM 2 questions from the list below, but I don't. I'm gonna pass on it. Actually, none of the ones in this are like. Yeah, it's too late for that. So
Okay.
I'm just going to kind of discern realities because yeah, I got another move that gives me more questions, which might be handy.
Yeah, and I
So
believe you still have a spell ongoing from last time.
maybe it's been so long. I
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Okay. Good thing I put asterisks next to the spells that I grabbed. So yeah, I do. I might still have spells. Do I have like a -1 ongoing or anything?
I don't believe so. Like
Okay.
I'm looking at the rolls, and I don't think you
Okay.
had
Um,
taken it.
I'm gonna roll my
Yeah.
discern realities. Oh,
Oh, all right. I don't have a fucking PDF reader, so I
Oh,
can't. All right.
nice.
okay. So, what does this person really want from me?
Uh, he wants just 3 places for his people to juice up.
3 places.
Yeah,
Okay.
3 places for his people to juice up.
Okay.
Without worry of running into meeting guard resistance and all that.
Cool. Okie dokie. Hmm. What here is not what it appears to be.
Hmm. Right, sort of uh he's he seems to be alone in the room with you all, but there are definitely he's got people like just outside, like
Right.
looking in and
Oh,
listening.
I was picturing like
People in the
people,
bushes.
other people already. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And lastly, then, what should I be on the lookout for?
Hmm. You should be on the lookout. So Bright, he's certainly he's angling, very much for, you know, a a major boost in power to people he wants to have boosts in power to.
Hmm.
So I guess broadly, you should be on the lookout for what he intends to have them do.
So, your interests lie beyond the city walls, and to be fair, many of mine do too. So, you want to upsell some of this power to other individuals. Is that what I'm to understand?
Oh, that's not. I wouldn't put it that way. No, we just have eyes on certain goings ons that have been hard to deal with outside Custer.
Oh fuck! They're gonna build high-speed rail to Regents.
Can't have that. Well, do you mind divulging any of these details to me? If we're going into business together, it might be good to have an idea of of where we're going with this.
Oh, roll charisma.
We are kind of parlaying. We do be parlaying.
Yeah, he thinks on it and says, well, over in Regent Springs, there's a matter that's been getting frustratingly out of hand over the past few years. And well, with the proper amount of power, we could send some people over to finally sort it out.
But this won't interfere with my rail network.
Of course not. It's completely unrelated.
Lydian like genuinely like slumps back in his chair and goes, "Well, that wasn't so hard now, was it? As long as you're not creating trouble for me and mine, then we're fine. We're golden."
Very good, very good.
Well, now that we've made these deals with,
Criminals.
like with O'Malley and the Bright Circle, helping them set up and, empowering that, let's just take a trip down to Terrebonne. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
Hey, we haven't made deals with O'Malley.
We've had dealings with.
Dealings, but we don't have a deal. We don't have an ongoing thing. And if we do have an ongoing thing, it's antagonistic. We killed someone in his office, I think. No, someone else killed someone.
Yeah,
Yeah, someone else killed someone in his office.
Palmer did.
Palmer, yeah.
That was fucked up.
Well, I think we've reached an agreement. You'll keep the industry types and their nefarious plans away from me. And when the time comes, I will give you free, lovely power stations, not guarded, away from prying eyes. Your plans beyond that, so long as they don't interfere with my business, are not my business.
I'm so glad we could agree. Well,
Sure. Oh, fuck, I
I'll
thought I...
send some people into motion. Make sure it comes understood exactly where I and some of my associates stand on this business. See if that shakes anything.
Before we make our leave, there is just one last question I wanted to ask you about the underworld in this town, of which I'm not too familiar.
Hmm.
O'Malley, Radicus, what's his deal?
Ah, the loan shark. He was, from what I understand, he used to have a relationship with a relationship with some of the underworld elements in Terrebonne. And he parted ways with them and showed up here with an unbelievable amount of money. He's decided to leverage that into making more money by lending it, I suppose. I wouldn't worry too much about him.
He didn't seem terribly threatening, but he was trying to keep an eye on me.
Oh,
You should assassinate him. Assassinate him.
You
He
should kill
certainly
him.
has ambition. Believe it or not, he certainly has ambition. And he has a lot of wealth to keep himself safe and protected.
Would
He's not.
Bright, like, meta question here, would
Yeah.
Bright know, like, that O'Malley played a hand in the whole, like, leadership shakeup down in Terrebonne? Down in
Yeah,
TB?
yeah, he basically knows.
Oh, yeah. Oh no.
That
No,
he has the vague idea that something like that transpired.
He
I
just
don't
doesn't
know why
really
he left
respect. He
her.
just doesn't really respect O'Malley. Besides that, just like
Yeah.
don't.
Why
worry.
would he not respect O'Malley? O'Malley is like the most respectable person you can meet.
He's
I'm
the
not even sure how Bright actually feels about the leadership shakeup. Because, like, it's not like he was on great terms with Renshax, Like, Renshax was more active in Custer. And, like, from what I remember, we backed off Custer a little bit with the change in leadership, but then the point of conflict became Regent Springs. Like, I don't know who he prefers leadership-wise.
He
But-
could just be keeping us at arm's length on that information.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
saying we should know that. I'm just like,
Well, if you tell me not to worry about him, I'll trust you. Just Yeah, from my run-ins
Don't
with
worry
him.
about him, but keep an eye on him if you're on his radar.
I'll
He's
keep
a
an eye on
persistent
him.
one.
He seems to be trying to do his best to keep an eye on me. Well,
I always feel like
Cherry's
some-
like, he came into an unimaginable out. How does someone like that come into that much money? Maybe I should talk to him more. Maybe he has an interesting story.
You're going down to Oraticus Incorporated tomorrow morning to interview to get his story.
Radicus.
You say that? I actually think I said that half as a joke. Cherry actually is more intrigued by O'Malley now.
I mean, I would love, I would love this scene to play out. I want Cherry to go there, and
Yeah.
I want to hear O'Malley's recollection of events years on. Frankly,
Oh man,
it just becomes story time.
God, I just think it's horrifying. Like Sherry is like, yeah, Lydian's old hat. This rat though.
Real.
Sherry, no, he already has a girlfriend and possibly a daughter.
He what? He has a girlfriend?
Yeah, she left him though several years ago.
No
That-
daughter.
Okay,
I don't know where you're
that
getting
doesn't
daughter from.
Oh
that
man,
doesn't count. Possibly, or that no. Wait, sorry. You can't say he has a girlfriend if the girlfriend in question left him 6-7 years ago.
O'Malley likes
He has
to
a
think
hard
that
time letting go.
Wait, it's 3008, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So coming up on 7 years ago. I mean, okay, technically much closer
Okay,
to 6
okay, I
years
think
ago,
O'Malley-
but
I think O'Malley probably moved on from that point.
I think
At some
O'Malley is
point.
selfish enough to move on. He's just, yeah.
Yeah, I mean he was really upset, but you know, it's like I don't need her anyways. I built this empire on my own.
He's hiring
Yeah,
rat
he's
prostitutes, going mental, doing coke.
remember when O'Malley lost his virginity in that party?
No, I think we do, but I don't think we wanna.
I don't want to remember. I think that's been put in the recycle bin of my brain.
He finally, for the first time in his life, had the money and means to hire a prostitute, and then just started going. Was like, wait, I can do this, and then it was nonstop from there.
Anyway, yeah, Lydian stands and says, "Well, we've made our arrangements. When can I next expect word from you?"
Oh, you can just expect to have backup in case anything happens.
Perfect.
Don't worry, we have that guy Nico usually steams. Fuck, I forgot his name.
Dwight.
Dwight, that's
No,
the name.
we don't have Dwight right now. Dwight is gone.
Oh,
yeah.
well, he's not gone yet, but he's
Oh,
going
yeah.
to.
Yeah, we're sending
Wait, what
him
was
away.
happening with Dwight? I was trying to remember.
Dwight-
He's going to manage the casino.
Yeah,
Ah,
Marion.
Lydium set a challenge for him to raise its profits like incrementally over time, see if he could prove himself, see if he was
Yeah.
worth something.
And also just to see how much money he's stealing from him.
That is a point. I should probably send word back to Marion, like, hey, keep an eye on this fucking guy. Let him think that he's in charge.
No, I'm in charge here. I'm in
if
charge.
he gives good advice, follow it. If he gives bad advice, kill him.
So how do we tell the good advice from the bad advice? If you can imagine me saying it, it's good advice. If you can't, it's Dwight.
The thing is, I'm realizing, does Bright know about us having the what do you call it? Fuck. Wait.
The light?
just-
The
Pathathon?
machine, the energy. Yeah. I
Yeah, he
Right
does.
across it.
Oh, he knows
Okay.
that. I mean, that explains his interest in us.
Yeah.
But he probably knows it's smart not to mess with us when we're working on hooking it up to the power grid.
Besides,
I hope he's smart enough to realize that.
Hmm.
I could ambush them while they're hooking it up to the power grid.
What if Bright learned about that fucking meteorite that O'Malley found?
O'Malley?
Or
Nico.
O'Malley,
Nico.
fuck, Nico. Fuck,
Yeah.
what did we do with the meteorite?
We don't have it
Nico-
anymore. It got taken.
Yeah,
It got
Nico got.
confiscated. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Fucking-
well, it's giving someone else cancer now.
this is why
I feel
Nico.
like that is going. Neo's saving that for the epilogue of this.
Uh-huh.
That all three of us, when we're saying what we do, we all have like 4 years to live max.
No, Lydian
Well-
got cured.
Oh, just
I
Lydian?
think
No. I got cured, but once you've had it once, you gotta get checked for in case it's no longer in remission. Like, also our immune systems. Actually, no, I don't know. But yeah, no, like, all of us only have like 4 years left to live, but with Lydian, that's nothing to do with the cancer. That's just consumption.
with your fucking your habits.
Lydian does give, like, as much as, want to make, like, a clogged artery joke, like, he does give, like, dying of consumption vibes, yeah.
Sometimes he just lies in bed feeling stuffed. And it's like, I should get up now.
So yeah, with that meeting done, you can make your way out of the greenhouse.
Wait, tuberculosis was called consumption?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
That is like when you have an old timey guy being like, dying of consumption. That's what they're talking about.
Yeah, I had to check that because I used consumption to mean overeating, but then I remembered that is also a term for like an old-timey disease.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's what I thought you meant, yeah.
Yeah,
Dying of TB. Coughing into a handkerchief.
nah, I was talking about eating himself to death, but yeah, TB would also be a fitting way for Lydian to go.
I like calling it TB just because that's also, Terrebone. How fitting.
Hmm.
Nice.
Dying of Terrebone. So we're leaving then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Just I want Oh.
Lydian's getting up to leave. If you want to do something, then yeah.
Cherry, then, playing up the blind thing a little bit and, a somewhat cautious, walking forward, does walk up to Mr. Bright herself and she gives a bow. It's an honor to meet you, I must say.
Ah. Well, thank you very much.
If there's ever anything I can do for you, any favors, just let me know.
Very kind of you.
And yeah, then Sherry nods and follows Lydian.
All right. All right, so you'll exit, and yeah, it's night, so I guess
Are we
gonna
still
talk
stay-
about the
Yeah, we got to talk
Huh?
about it. But on the way, are we still staying at what's his face house? Or are we
Palmer's
leaving?
house. Yeah,
Palmer's, yeah.
yeah, you still have room there.
Yeah, so we're heading back that way. But yeah, on the way. So we're in pretty deep
Indeed.
now, huh?
What was that?
We're in pretty deep now.
Could always be deeper. Like I said, think of it this way. They're going to be involved one way or another. Better have them be involved in support of us than opposed to us.
Absolutely. The industry was never going to accept us, so these people might be able to give our enemies a headache. I just hope that
Cherry
whatever they're-
considers for a moment and then, adds his comments about things abroad, so to speak. That's worth keeping in the back of our minds. Don't know what enemies we might have just made with that.
That is true. It could spread further, but we might be able to work with that. We're only an energy supplier. We made a deal of convenience. We can work out if we get down to Regents and someone's calling for our heads.
I don't think he actually said Regents. I think that's metagame knowledge.
No,
that
he
he's
did.
talking-
He did.
Oh, he
say
did.
you
Never mind.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Never mind.
I got him to charisma checked him to and he said he had something going on in
I
Regents.
missed that.
Yeah. If we go down to Regents and they want our heads, then we'll just have to put our heads to use. Convince them that, hey, business is business, ain't nothing personal, and outside of our jurisdiction. Or maybe better to just avoid Regents entirely, maybe, with that.
Cherry, doesn't say anything, but, sort of like a slight little, shrug of the shoulders at that. Maybe.
Could be a problem. Could be saying, like, smart move is not to go to Regent Springs. Like, look, we've just maxed our inn in Custer, but we've had to sacrifice that piece on the board for it. Which is a shame, because the fucking goop is a great business opportunity that we could exploit, but I think that's gone now. That's probably locked in as civic property.
I think Bright might also have some problems with that if we suddenly start trying. Like, we would suddenly be a competitor.
True. Or business partners.
Ooh?
But yeah, let's put that Regent Springs as a problem for another day. Today our problem is the tram systems, the public transport, and we've just gained a vital ally.
Public transport. Lydian shakes his fist.
It's gotta be private. It's gotta be private.
But why?
What's the point of transporting people if it doesn't grease my palms?
Well, if you want greased palms, I have a project I
It's an
could use some help on.
expression. It's an expression, Nico. It's not literal. My palms are already greasy from the dinner we just had.
Yes, I notice.
Perry offers Lydian, like, a handkerchief.
You receive one greasy handkerchief in return.
My word, how much did you consume?
I consumed an amount that
Your entire body weight, pipsqueak.
I consumed an amount that a man of my stature requires.
Indeed.
And then I got dessert.
Again, Cherry laughs at that. I want to say I appreciate, like, it wasn't necessarily Cherry does genuinely find Lydian funny. Like, it's not just that she you know what? The man's funny. You gotta give him that.
The man, he somehow does it. I don't know if he's intending to be funny. So.
Well, all the great comedians are overweight.
True.
Is that
George
true?
Carlin.
John Candy.
Was John Candy a comedian? Just knew him as a film actor.
Yeah, he was on SNL.
Oh, okay. John Panette, he was pretty funny. He was a big guy.
Eddie Murphy in a fat suit.
Just appropriating fat culture.
I can't be funny without it.
Lavelle Crawford.
That's a fucking comedy movie. No, I need my fat.
He's not really fat though. He's just kind of big.
Okay.
Okay.
Lydian.
The fat comedian discussion is over.
You make your way back to Palmer's house, where it's late at night, so everyone's asleep. So I'm assuming you're just gonna head to your own
Yeah.
places to sleep. Yep.
Yes, and of course, it being night, Nico decides,
Nico's got to
Actually-
do something.
I gotta do something. I haven't done something. It feels like months. I don't know why.
I'm jonesing for some science.
This steam emitter device, it's worthless. It didn't bring him in line. I should make something new. I should spend the night to make something new. But what? What could I make?
But as Lydian is like just exits the bathroom in a bathrobe after brushing his teeth. Hey Nico,
Hmm?
you know that we got that O'Malley sword trying to chase us down, right?
Yes?
Maybe you should make something so that in case Brat's men ain't bright or quick enough, we can maybe defend ourselves. Something to just slow them down a little.
Yes, exactly. Yes. I do have my electroplasmic emitter goggles, but those are my goggles. You're not allowed to have those.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
dependent on you to protect me. You so
I already have a cryogenic amplification cannon and my electric amplification glove. Wait. Lydian, I have an idea. So wait, I have something that shoots electricity, electroplasma, cryogenics. Lydian, do you know what the final element is?
I don't know, like umami?
Quiet, you fool! Gorge yourself on your food. I will not be. Do not disturb me until the morning. I must science.
Alright, just make sure to I don't know, keep the decibels
Oh.
down.
Oh yeah, Nico just slammed the door in your face.
He's so impolite when he's in his element. What was that last element anyway?
Like, as when the doors closed, hear all kinds of zapping, screaming, crying, building shaking, and then he opens the door and Nico's just writing in notes at a desk with nothing going on.
I told you not to disturb me. Cogsworth, close the door.
Nico, have you
Cogsworth.
thought of inventing earmuffs?
Yes, I don't need them.
I do.
Have you
I
tried?
could picture Lydian just like stuffing cotton in his ears.
During the night, you just hear working. For some reason, Weird Al's hardware store is playing. Anyway,
I'd say that Nico's character theme should be "She blinded me with science," but that's distasteful. Cherry.
I mean, Nico's character theme is weird science.
We're gonna
Yeah.
find out at the end that she doesn't actually have any sort of curse. Nico invented a time travel machine, went back and shone a laser in her eyes as a child, and then returned to his own time.
Anyways, Nico. So Nico is gonna use something, a pyromatic. But what is it?
What is
So let's see now. Let's see, I have beam, propulsion, emitter, field, shielding, diffuser, amplification, explosion. Oh, and reversal. What the fuck is reversal in this context? I need to
I
double
don't
check.
know. Hang on, it's been so long since I played it. But isn't reversal just like the middle term that describes like what it looks like, but not how it functions or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Like, if you were making jump boots, you'd be like the gravity reverser or something, so it...
oh yeah, true.
Yeah. So maybe, like, maybe it creates heat by reversing the cold particles in the air and turning them hot.
Oh, that's good. I freeze them with my cryo gun, and then I use fire to heat them up.
I love this, like, fucking 1700 science. It reverses the cold particles in the air.
It flips them. It's just
So
like a
true. He's gonna invent something that reverses the four humors next, I'm sure.
Reversal.
Is that like
Oh,
so
I'm wrong.
different from like a microwave agitating water particles? Like when you get right down to it, it just reverses the coldness.
Wait, I can make a
Nico,
golem.
close that blasted window. You're letting all the cold particles in.
I need them for my
With
experiment.
this draft, I'm gonna die of consumption.
Like Lydian's about to become like a 1700s railway baron. He's got
Yeah.
He's got to live up to this.
Well, say goodbye to the Steam emitter device. It had its fun gags. I'm
Next time,
replacing.
when you shoot Dwight in the morning forgetting you've changed it out for fire, he's gonna be real peeved.
Behold. Wait,
See,
I need
it's
to.
like, Hemlock seems to it's kind of anachronistic, where the technology level is anachronistically somewhere between like the 1620s and 1920s, and I feel like maybe cold particles are a thing. Maybe that is how it works here.
Oh, okay.
It's
I have
not
two
that
things.
there's a lack of energy in the air to create warmth. It's just literal cold particles.
Okay, I literally have two options here, but I don't know which one is funnier. Actually, I think I know which one I'm gonna make first. And I'm just gonna give it. What was forceful again? That's like
That sends someone like flying,
Okay.
basically, like knocks them back onto their back, or blows them off their feet.
I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. I'll be back in a moment.
Knock
Okay.
him off the cliff.
Keep going. Lydian's asleep.
I don't trust this laughter. Nico's going a little too gremlin mode.
I don't think you're ready for what I'm making.
I don't know if I am. Wow. Nico's about to get another autistic sibling. It's gonna be great.
How does it feel just being the mom of like probably most diabolically autistic person in Hemlock?
Yeah, we're about to get a second one. Got a second one on the way.
Sherry just, oh no, I made a huge mistake. Okay. I'm a fucking genius.
Oh boy.
Oh, I've been waiting till Snake comes back.
Actually, if we're doing that, I'm gonna just grab water. I'll be back in 45
Okey-dokey.
seconds.
Yeah. And give me a second. Have to just pick distance.
You should while you're at it, you should change your character to go.
Oh yeah, I haven't been Nico this whole
Yeah,
time.
yeah, you've been great.
Wait, give me a second.
There we go. Oh. Oh boy.
What does that mean?
I'm back.
And do not look at the chat.
Okay, I'm not looking at the chat.
No, that's your cue for looking at it.
Oh. I don't like that. Cherry's so cute.
I'll be right back.
Sweet baby.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Cherry's being so cute right now.
What's she
The
doing?
cat.
Yeah. Yeah, my roommate's cat, not the tabletop character. Crazy how this is the second time that's happened. Where I make a tabletop character, give them a name, and then like as soon as I'm like start playing them, someone I'm living with, I wind up living with someone who has a pet that has my tabletop character's name. Like this is the second time that's happened.
Wow.
Oh yeah, look at this picture of Connie I got earlier today.
Aw.
Oh, she's getting big.
She is. She's just doubled in size over a month.
That's crazy.
I wonder if like she's like, I'm gonna be as big as Marlowe someday, and is going to be disappointed.
She's trying to get there.
So-
How's she been doing? Like behaviorally, like is she still very puppy?
Yeah,
Loaded.
yeah, she's incredibly bouncy. She's still. It's funny, she seems clever, she seems house trained, but then occasionally she'll unfortunately surprise you, as I
Yeah.
learned going for work the other day. She's still. She's got all her teeth now, but she's still going through like a phase of chewing everything.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I thought Cherry and Junie were fucking house trained, and yet Junie left a fucking surprise for me the other day.
Oh, Christ. Hey,
Well, when cats do that, they usually upset over something.
She was loving it. She was rolling around in delight. She was having such a good time. She was making biscuits in the air. She was meow. So Junie has really mastered the art of she knows how to look cute when she wants something. She does this flop onto her back and she rolls around and like meows.
Here's
at
the
me and
question.
looks
She
at me.
didn't roll in what I think she rolled in, right?
No. So what happened was there's like a hallway with a turn that leads up from the bedrooms and bathrooms to the living room. And
Mhm.
I was walking down that hallway out to the living room. And the cat tower is at the end of it. You can see it from the end of the hallway. It's right there. And so I'm going down the hallway as I normally would, kind of watch where I go. But then I see Junie is in the cat tower. She like makes eye contact with me and starts meowing, very cutely, and flops onto her back and is rolling around all enticingly, like, come pet me. So I'm looking at her, walk straight for her. Then I step in something and like full on banana peel slip.
Oh, oh.
Because Junie laid 3 nasty little turds on the ground, spread out like wet, nasty little cat shit.
Oh.
Like slugs or something that I slipped in my bare fucking feet, you little asshole. She's
Cat's
looking
looking-
at me.
Why is she getting
Is she-
mad again?
Is she in the room with you?
She is. She
Oh.
and Cherry are both here. Is Cherry in the room with us right now?
Anyway.
And she was like purring and meowing with happiness as I was getting up and had to clean her nasty shit. She was so proud of herself.
What a
Like
good cat.
she laid a trap for me. Like not just she distracted me so I would slip and almost die. Imagine if that's how I died. Like what a horrible way to die.
Yeah, there's no dignity in that.
I
None
wonder
at all.
how. Surely someone has died like that in the history of the world.
We agreed
Surely
to forget
someone.
them for their sake. They just got scrubbed. They're just like, this. You don't need to be remembered. You're safe.
Anyways, I guess is it the next morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We awake. Who wakes up first?
Be awake.
Well, Wilhelm.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's in
Cherry,
a different time zone. That's not fair.
True. I don't know about Miko, but Cherry does wake up before Lydian at the very least.
Okay, yeah,
Oh.
he feels yesterday was a successful day, so he's having a bit of a lie-in.
Yeah.
All
Cherry, prepares breakfast with I assume with whatever the wife.
right. Yeah.
her
The
name.
wife.
The wife.
The wife.
What's her name again?
I forget.
Katie.
Katie.
Their
Ye-
children's names are Danny and Regina.
Cool.
Dwight's first cousins once removed. I love that I specified that in the fucking notes. True, because Palmer is Dwight's cousin, not his brother.
Yeah.
Cousin. This is wait, fuck. I just realized we've kind of recreated a plot point from fucking GTA 5.
Wow. So Nico, what do you have to present?
Well, Nico comes down and just says, "Ladies and gentlemen, I've done it."
Congratulations. We're very proud of you.
I haven't shown you yet. Anyways,
Finally using the grown-up potty.
but
No,
No.
Cherry doesn't say that.
no. Lydian
Cherry
came up.
does saying congratulations, like tussles Nico's hair a little bit as she's bringing more food to the table.
Well, anyway, Lydian yesterday raised a salient point that this so-called O'Malley, this so-called Raticus, which is Latin for rat, I might add.
Latin.
You wouldn't know, it's an Emberwellian language.
Yeah, all right.
He could threaten us, and seeing as one of us is blind, the other is incredibly overweight, unfit to fight, and just generally terrible in combat. And then there's me, leaving only Cogsworth as the real sole combatant, and even then, not so great. Therefore, I have created a device which you do not need any prior special skills to use, but to defend yourself. Allow me present to you the aromatic explosion flask. Nico just puts down a bottle with a drag in it.
Wait, Invincible. No fire at the table, sweetie.
I have to demonstrate it.
You can demonstrate it outside when you're done with breakfast. Here's some
Fine.
full grain oatmeal with walnuts. It's brain food.
Palmer
Fine.
just comes downstairs. Honey, have you seen my whiskey?
It's a high proof hooch.
Now,
I love
Now-
just like the one of you is blind, one of you is overweight.
I've invented the Molotov cocktail.
Face it, accept it. O'Malley was a rapist. Vigor beat women. Lydian was fat. At the end of the day, only care about the music.
anyways, this simple ingenious device, you merely just have to light the ignition end, this being the cloth part, and toss it at your target, and they will be engulfed in flames.
I just love this as well because Sherry has a gun. And
Yeah,
it's easy.
but does a gun light people on fire, Lydian?
I guess not, but it's also much easier to. I imagine for a blind person, still easier to hit someone with than a fucking flask.
I actually don't think that's true. Like, trying to aim it, like, she can hear where someone is, but, like, she can't really aim the sights versus she can throw. You don't have to, close enough counts for horseshoes and hand grenades and Molotov cocktails.
I suppose.
Fact.
Anyway, Lydian, see, I have solved our problem.
You know what? Yeah, let's just have Lydian walk into the scene. Like he just comes up, and is like, "What are you talking to me?"
Wait, no, I thought Lydian was here.
No, he hadn't woken up yet. But he's here
Lydian.
now.
Lydian, I was just unwilling. So you wanted something to defend ourselves against Radicus. Well, I made this. Behold, the paramatic explosion flask.
Now this is the Lydian holding a bottle with a rag in it. Now this is the kind of genius I employ you for, Nico.
Yes,
It's very impressive, Cherry says, giving, from behind Nico, giving Lydian sort of a look that's half like, be supportive, and half like also laughing at it.
Well, you see, it's easy for a single person to work, even be they blind, overweight, terrible at fighting, or just a coward, or just not physically adept.
What if you miss? Dwight says from across the room.
It has a large enough explosion area for it to not matter.
I
So-
really like the idea of Cherry, like, no, I see how this is easier to aim than a gun. Meanwhile, like, we're out on the street, someone ambushes us, like, hear them cock the gun, and Cherry's like, quick thinking, lobs a Molotov, not realizing there's a chain link fence between them and us.
What if there's someone around who we don't want to be harmed?
You should have put that into the specifications before you put me to this assignment.
All right, can we just have an ongoing contingency in our arrangements that, mass casualties are something we don't want? Collateral damage in general is bad for business.
Fine.
It's very good. It's very good though, Nico. It's a brilliant idea, especially if you're blind or fat or useless.
Exactly. You all hate it, don't you?
I did not say that. The word hate did not pass my lips.
Speaking of passing your lips, here's breakfast.
Oh, thank you.
I have steak and eggs, side of bacon with biscuits and beignets.
Hmm.
And here's your coffee.
But besides,
Lydian Lydian sits down, takes the top of the flasks off, and Irishes up the coffee a little bit, and then puts it aside, puts the rag back in.
You know what? I'm really turning around on this invention of yours, Nico.
It's handy. Between combat, I can have a sip.
that's the ammunition. I did not raid that man's locker just for you to drink it up.
Well, I mean, I definitely see the use for this. This would definitely be easier to hit a target with than, a gun
Yeah.
or something like that. And hey, never know when we may need a little extra protection.
Yeah, exactly.
What
Besides,
about
And besides,
Nico.
if the fire goes out of control, Nico takes out the cryogenic amplification cannon. I can use this.
So you set someone on fire, and then you put them out.
Well, yeah, I suck out all the heat energy from them.
Oh yeah.
maybe you could make something that stops us getting set on fire?
That's just silly
Yeah.
talk.
So Palmer comes down and it's like, all right, so whose cabinet did you raid? What are you doing?
Oh, greetings. I just use some of your materials to make my newest invention.
Well, what invention?
That points at the flask.
We're ragging.
I improved your whiskey.
Oh, it's a bottle bomb.
A what now?
What now?
It's a bottle bomb.
A bottle bomb.
A bottle? No, that's a pyramatic explosion flask.
Yeah, it's a bottle of alcohol. You put a rag in, and you set it on fire, and you throw it, and it spreads the flames.
It's a bit more to it than that. You have to have
I
a
didn't want to be rude.
I really wish November was here right now. She would have such great things to add to this conversation.
I also I didn't want to say anything, Nico, but back in some business circles, we call these things the Emberwell embargo.
That's good. That's a fucking TF2 weapon name.
but I made this.
Can I spout lore?
Sure.
Yes.
Spout lore on the Molotov cocktail.
That's used for spellers and
No,
You
oh,
fool.
what? Sorry, that was. For me, it's charisma.
well, only if you're doing it by telling a tale.
Yeah, that's exactly. I wanted to
Tell
do
the tale.
stories about any fun stories about Molotov cocktails or other bottle bombs. Oh well. Sorry, do you want me to do? I thought it would be. Well, now that we're talking about this, there actually is, I can do it with int if you'd prefer.
No.
You've started the story now.
Yeah,
Everyone at
you
the table
started the
is looking at
story.
you.
The charisma. You know there's a story of due to its ease of being able to be put together, it was a common weapon of some insurrectionists at a country you visited once.
Cool.